Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Dawn Huffey and today is Saturday. It's April 18th of 2026. So last week, my video was all about how I hadn't listened to God, and as I looked back at my notebook of my questions that I asked God and the answers He gave me, this whole process that I'm going through with this situation, I was asking God for guidance at times, and then on this certain date in a step of the process, I didn't. It felt so good and so believable that I just jumped at it and went for it. Now, as I was looking back, I realized that when I look at God's answers, I interpret them in a certain way. I interpret them through my filters, through my beliefs. And some of those beliefs are just faulty. And I look through them through my trauma, through my wounds, and we all do. And so we get a skewed picture of what God is telling us. So as this plan that I have in place, to me seems like it fell apart. God is saying, no it hasn't. He said on Wednesday, I see all. I've got this. Your urgency only harms you. Because I think, oh, he's got to hurry up and do it. And do it this way. And he said that urgency only harms you, which it does. It just depletes my energy. It taxes my adrenal glands. And I get stressed out. And he said, trust my ways, Dawn Marie. Abba Father. I'm looking at it through my viewpoint and my ways. And he said, trust my ways, Dawn Marie. And then he said, a reminder to surrender to me and my ways. I keep wanting to take charge of it and think it needs to go this way and it has to be done that way. Now, yesterday, on Friday, April 17th, I'm asking again, Father, what do you want to say to me today? Just leave it wide open. What are you going to say to me today? And this is sort of a poem and sort of not a poem. But he said, oh, Dawn Marie, I see your uncertainty. It consumes you. It distracts you. It derails you. Where is your trust? Where is your faith? What happened to our sincere and precious connection? Block out the devil and his evil tongue. Refuse to let his lies deceive. Take charge of that bright mind of yours. You belong to me, not the father of lies. Abba, Father. Oh, wow. That was a reprimand, and I wrote down after I got that answer, wow, that is exactly what is happening. Because the devil wants us all discouraged and downtrodden and depressed, and my mind was going there this week, and then I'd think, oh, jeepers creepers, okay, stop doing that. But mostly I wasn't in a very good mindset, and I'm not the only one who goes through situations. My coach, Mary Morrissey, says if you're breathing, you've got issues going on. It's just the way it is on earth. The things come up and we got to deal with them. Choices are presented to us and we've got to go this direction or that direction. Or maybe it's this direction. So I love this answer from him because he tells me, this is what you're up to, Dawn, and stop some of this. He said to me, I see your uncertainty. I was uncertain that God was giving me the correct answers. Then I would say to myself, wait a second, God can't lie. So something's wrong on my end. And so it's my interpretation. And he's telling me, this whole kerfuffle in your mind is consuming you, it's distracting you, and it's derailing you. He reminds me, where's your trust in me? Where's your faith in me? And what happened to our connection? Because I was like, I don't know if I should talk to God anymore. I'm not getting it right. And all of these things. Yeah. So he then directs me to do this. And I want to share this again because this is not just for me. This is for all of us because the devil is after each and every one of us. He wants to steal, kill, and destroy. But we need to surrender to God. That's the first part of that Bible verse. I forget which one that is, but most of you probably know. Okay, so God's saying, block out the devil and his evil tongue. So the minute you notice that there's something negative coming in, that's berating yourself, or you're blaming someone else, or you're blaming yourself, or shaming yourself, block it out and refuse to listen to the devil's lies to deceive us. Take charge of that bright mind of yours. We all have been given a bright mind, and let's use it wisely. And God reminds me, you belong to me, not the father of lies. Don't let him take charge of you. And I'm being forthright about this because I'm giving myself a lesson here. And hopefully it will help you too. Okay, so I just really let the Holy Spirit take this over. I didn't really make any notes. I haven't been making notes for a long time, but reading off of my notes of what God's been telling me, he is faithful to us. We just really need to be careful about our interpretation of what he's saying, because his ways and his vision is much bigger than what we can see. We only see in part. So don't let just seeing in part sink you. Don't let it take you down. Okay? All right. I'm going to be better about my mind this week. And I hope you will be too. Okay. Thank you so much for being here.